Between August 10th and September 19th of 2024, I uploaded every single day, daily, for 41 days. And this was my first ever daily upload streak. Now, I have a good friend of mine who, he did daily uploads multiple times. He did his first daily uploading streak just exactly a year ago, I think 2 or 3 days ago. And his first streak he did a week. Or two or 3 weeks, right? I've seen many other small creators do daily uploads, and on their first try, they only got a few days or a few weeks. Some of them make longer, right? Like me, I did 41 days. There's a channel that I used to watch in January who's been doing a video a day, barely missing 5 days for like 7 months. Something crazy. But a lot of people see daily uploading as this hard, huge task. And today I'm going to be sharing with you, let me just move this camera. That's a bit better. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a few things that I've done to personally make daily uploading and even just uploading consistently way easier. So I have 4 points, and a lot of these points come down to one principle: variety. So about 3 or 4 months ago, I was watching a YouTube video, and it was, about how to, it was this guy who does this really cinematic, super highly edited like vlogs. And he was making a video about how, to make things cinematic. And I can't remember what he was saying. And then in my head, I just realized, it just clicked. It's just variety. It's one of those moments when you've been looking for an answer, you can't find it. And all of a sudden it just clicks. And variety. And I realized that variety was the key. I realized in my videos, at the time, a lot of my shots were of me in the same place. A lot of the times, this shirt I'm currently wearing, I have like 3 or 4 of these, and half my videos, I wear the same shirt. So I was like, well, I wear the same shirt in a lot of my videos. I have the same angles on all my shots. I am doing the same 2 or 3 things in the same 2 or 3 places. There's not much variety. And therefore it's boring and it's all the same and it's not intriguing and interesting. And then I realized, well, this guy is, different outfits all the time, different places, different things, talking about different topics, doing different things. There was variety. I thought, well, what other content do I like? And I thought of a YouTuber who has actually stopped posting since January of this year, January of 2024. But he was a YouTuber that I was watching in late last year until January or February when he deleted all his content. And he was another 15-year-old, 16-year-old kid who was talking about how he was making money through his YouTube channel. He was talking about self-improvement sort of stuff. Indian kid. I loved his videos. And I realized that he made most of his videos sitting on his bed. He made most of his videos in the same spot. So I thought, well, I really like his videos, and he has like 5k subs, and he had a video blow up, get like 400,000 views. He doesn't have the variety of what he's doing and where he's sitting. I thought, well, he talks, and I thought, well, what does he have variety? I realized he does. He does have variety. He was talking about multiple different topics. He did it in different fashions. Sometimes he did day in the life and vlogs. Sometimes he did talking head videos. He had variety, not just in the actual footage, but the things he was talking about and the things he was showing and doing. And I realized that the best creators that I look up to, that I enjoyed watching, all had variety. They all did different things. They moved around. They had new things. The thing is, if you do the same thing over and over and over again, it's not going to be interesting. It's not going to be cool. I realized this when I was trying to do vlogs. I've tried to do vlogs, the normal YouTube vlogging, 5 or 6 times now. And it wasn't until a few weeks ago that I realized how I should do it. It was one of those moments where I finally, that clicking moment, boom, I realized how to do it. I was vlogging wrong. The way that other people vlogged wasn't working for me. My life didn't have enough variety in it to ever be able to vlog consistently. I don't think I've ever had a vlog series get past 5 episodes. I've had a bunch of vlog series. My first YouTube channel back in October or November of 2023, that was vlogs. I made 5 episodes. I deleted those a few days later. Then in my second channel, which is currently now my second channel, I started that and I made 2 vlogs, I think, back in December and January. No, December. That was vlogs. I didn't stick with that. I tried to do vlogging again in March and April. Didn't stick with that, didn't work. I tried to do vlogging again in August and early September. I found that didn't work. I got 4 episodes in. It wasn't working. And it's now only over the last, I think 2 weeks ago, I uploaded the first episode of a new series I have, which I've realized it is part vlog, part talking head. And I've found the way I want to do it. I'm putting more variety in. Now, not fully, this is not just variety. That series quick tangent, that series I've decided to do half vlog, half talking head, and it just sort of be more of me on the go, not thinking, just, if I want to talk about a point, I'll just talk about it. But I realised that if I wanted to make my content better, I had to use variety. I had to make the content different and special. And so here is four things that I have done to use variety. First thing is sub-niches. Sub-niche is basically a niche inside of a niche, all right? So maybe, for me, my niche, when I first started content or on this channel, was self-improvement. And so I would talk about self-improvement, and I found it hard to come up with content ideas. I found it hard to talk for long periods of time. I found it hard to stay consistent. But then in July and August and September, when I first started experimenting with different sub-niches, it became so much easier to create content. Now these sub-niches inside of self-improvement moved to mindset, and things like habit building and goal setting and consistency and productivity. These are all things that fall under the category of self-improvement, but they're sub-niches. They're topics that the same person will like to watch. They're topics that are under the same sort of umbrella, but they're different things. A lot of my content now is how to become assistant content creator, and so I've branched out from just how to be consistent to how to, reuse content, how to clip content, how to have different sub-niches, right? How to post consistently, how to post your first 100 videos, all these different things that fall under the same umbrella of consistent content creation. And it becomes so much easier because you can expand, your awareness, you can expand the topics you're learning about, the topics you're talking about, but also just gives you more opportunities, it gives you more content to talk about, gives you more things to talk about and make videos about. That's the first little thing. That's how far don't mind, hopefully, sorry about shaking the camera there, 6 minutes in, lovely. All right, next is styles, different styles of content. Now, up until let's just say September. Up until September, all my content was like this, right? I'm sitting down, the camera's facing me, sitting down, talking head videos. And they're always the same. Now, this is probably not the most important one, but for a lot of content creators, it can be. Now, I changed up the style from one shot talking head videos, and I started experimenting with me moving around, different shots, different angles, getting down in different positions, right? Saying different things, jumping off trampolines and talking, just in different style of content. Rather than sitting down talking head videos, I had content with two angles. I'd have my phone and my GoPro. I would do content where I'd move around shots every 10, 20, 30 seconds. I had content where it was a time lapse of me, going for a walk, and it was me talking for 3 minutes. Different styles of content. You're able to create different things. Again, it's variety. Next thing, topics. Similar to sub-niches, now a lot of content creators don't recommend that you have multiple topics or multiple niches. I would probably say the same thing, as long as they're within the sub-niches. So I actually wrote the scripts for these, or the plans for these videos like a week ago, so I didn't realize that. But topics, sub-niches, basically the same thing. And the fourth point for this video, the final last one, is stories. Now, I've made a couple of videos recently where I talk about transformations, and it's a very similar thing. Now, transformations can get you stories, but today we're talking about just stories in general. You want to try and tell stories for multiple reasons. The first reason you want to tell stories is for one, being able to just have something to say on the content. But two, you're able to show, it's like social proof, right? And at the beginning of this video, I talked about my daily uploading stint and that I was going to talk about changes I made. I was able to reference that. I told stories from, when I was posting content back in last year and early this year. I was able to tell stories, which when I was able to lead on to these different things, I was able to now give you lessons, tell you points that I can lead on from these stories. Go on transformations, take on challenges, and you'll get stories from that, which you can then forever reference, you can then use in your content, all right? Now, I just filmed a video 20 minutes ago, and I talked about how I made a newsletter a week ago, and I talked about going on transformations. I don't have that newsletter with me, but in that newsletter, I referenced 7 transformations I'd been on. Sorry, yes? Go on stories, tell stories, and I'll see you in the next one. That's the video for today. Sorry about the little interruptions. All my resources are in the channel description. Free newsletter, paid ebook, and second channel. Go check those out. Subscribe. My name's Sam. I'll see you in the next one.